Alright, hello everybody, and, welcome back. Welcome back. Thanks for stopping by and, returning for another stream of, Bastion. We should be finishing it today, which is exciting, and apparently I'm going to cry. Okay. So, yeah, last time we got through a good chunk of the game and sort of realized there was this underlying story between two races, the Ura and the Ceylondians. We're gonna just go in. And they don't like each other very much.
That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it?
It's actually a little bit loud for me. Hold on just a moment. For some reason it reset my whole volume. Okay, yeah. And we rescued two of them. One of them ran away. And we found a note from one of them to another. I'm getting figuring out the controls again. One of them to the singer Zia. So what's in the sealed note? It's addressed to her.
The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zulf.
So Zulf was the guy who ran away, and we also talked to these guys all last time. Did I get my arsenal set up? Yeah, we got our shrap musket, war machete. We were gonna try our trapper thing? Wait, no. This autosaved before we actually put that in.
It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place.
Alright, so we upgraded our arsenal.
The arsenal's complete, in case we need protection.
Alright, trapper snare. Immobilize foes in the user's vicinity. So we're trying that out in the next one. Okay. Off
The
we go.
shards are getting harder to find.
Off we go. No, that's a proving ground. Colford Cauldron. That sounds bad. Here it simmers in this unstable area which once pierced to the heart of the world. Sounds like a good time. Let's go. Let's hope this goes well.
Not everything blew up in the calamity. Why Colford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time.
Oh, jeez. Okay, well.
The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock.
Okay, I've got it.
If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt.
Oh, hackers! Hackers! Oh, and we've got the stink things again. Whoa! Stinky. Stinky. Big stinky.
So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too. It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this.
No. Okay, I'm getting back the controls.
As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron.
Oh, what's this?
That learning led to some interesting inventions.
We get a flamethrower?
Raw power of the world fell right into our hands.
We get a flamethrower! Whoop. Deforestation! Destroy everything that wasn't already destroyed, because that's a good idea. Whee!
Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here.
Okay. Bird! Go away, Bird. We don't like you here.
But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing.
No. No more stinkies.
Taste the air so hot it sticks to your lungs.
Okay, well, I'd rather not run through all this poison, but... What? Which one was our shield? Which button was our shield? Hello, nerd. Okay, but seriously. That was our shield, okay. Okay, we're good.
All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot.
This is the problem with doing these things. Flamethrower.
You can cook those things, but you can't eat them.
Flamethrower. There we go. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. Excuse me. Do you want to make a liar out of me? Do you want to make a liar out of me?
We swept aside. Life we found.
Excuse me? Do you really want to argue with the guy with the flamethrower?
Place as inhospitable as they come.
Out!
But
Okay, we're good.
still, we pressed on.
Yes, because that's what we do, because we're people. Alright, I gotta remember. For one shield. Oh, these can pierce armor.
After all, when we look down inside Colford Cauldron, look down through all the smoke and flames.
Yes, what did you do, sir?
Saw in there the heart of the world. The heart now laid bare by the calamity.
That's a problem. I don't know, hearts aren't supposed to go out there. Alright.
We had to have it. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Charleston Bog.
Jeez. Yeah, Jawson Ball. Jawson Ball. Completed the marshals.
Kid's thinking he's got to trek all the way back around the cauldron. Luckily, the cauldron cooked up a little shortcut for him.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, it ain't the most convenient path. It's awful hot in there.
Where are we going?
Biggest stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side.
Okay. So we fell down because we just got back to the game. That's fine.
Well, it ain't polite to stare. And where there's one stink eye, there's always more.
Maybe they're not stinky. Maybe that smells very nice to them.
The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. shed any tears for him, though.
Get out! Stop stinking me! Stop stinking me! Stop being stinky! Kill it with fire.
With a good spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city.
Ugh. Get us out of here.
But all the fires died out. There's nothing left of it. It comes back looking like the inside of a chimney.
Excuse you, I only fell down once. You don't have to criticize me. Why is there a mailbox?
Still no mail.
Don't get any mail.
Go figure.
Alright, what do you all have to say? Oh, you're just
Finding
talking.
gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get.
Discord notifications, okay. You don't have anything new to say. Oh, I didn't talk to you about the note.
Zolf's messenger was one of his people. Wonder just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zolf told him.
Not good things about us, I'm betting.
The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again.
Alright, so we can do another upgrade. So that's the shrine. We don't care about the shrine. We got the lost and found. Okay, let's get...
The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over.
Okay, so we completed one of these. That gave us a reward. Defeat 10 or more foes in a single well-placed shot.
Marshals kept the city's peace. They can rest easy now.
Okay, so these are our achievements. I knew that. Why did I, like, pretend that I didn't?
Arrives just in time to sample Zia's famous cooking.
I feel as if this isn't a good idea. I feel as if eating this stuff is not a good idea.
He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all goes to his head. I've said a lot about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this.
Okay. We did another drugs.
What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once.
Ugh, we got another drugs. Okay, we have a good weapon for these guys. So I think we got into another enemy wave thing here.
Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the Tassel terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Celandia.
Oh. So our singer is a local, huh? Well, we're gonna do our best.
Her folks were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals.
Oh, that's rude. No family reunions?
Ura refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out.
Okay. Yep.
The mama passed away from birth and complications, leaving the girl trapped in inside that city with no one but her father.
Oh no. Oh, get out of here. Stink things. Stinky! You super stinky!
Her father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's mancers. His daughter barely saw him.
Hit in the butt! Butt! Everything is bad! Everything is bad! Go.
Her father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the Mancers. It's for your own good, he said.
Okay. Come on. Alright, good. Come on. Come on!
She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs.
Stop! Birds! Birds! Sorry, I'm trying to focus.
At first, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura trader, selling out the city.
That's rude. Alright, this will at least cook them fast. Come on.
One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, come on. Come on. You got him? Come on, get back over here where I can see you. What? I think I healed by accident. What? You're getting faster. Come on. I'm gonna get you. I got a rhythm now.
The young man convinced her to take him to her family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals.
Oh, that's not gonna end well. That didn't end well, did it? Okay. Birds. Bird is not the word. The word is you're stupid.
The young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language. Her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out.
Oh, well. Nope. isn't it working on them?
The young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult.
Oh no. Shoot.
Now, where were we?
One more. Okay. Cooking.
It was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city together and go to the Tazzle terminals.
This was a big misunderstanding, buddy. Oh.
They would hide inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag, then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal.
Dig my hole, you build a wall. I dig my hole, you build a wall. One day that wall is gonna fall. Come build that city on a hill. Come build that city on a hill. Someday those tears are gonna spill. So build that wall and build it strong. We'll be there before
Her plan almost succeeded, but the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls.
build that wall up to the sky. Someday your bird is
The
gonna
young man had sent the authorities a tip, told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tazzle terminals.
done. Build that wall until it's done.
She and her father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Returned to work for the Mansers, and she'd go free.
So build that wall and build it stronger. We'll be there before too long.
I keep getting interrupted by this narrator.
Before they parted ways for the last time, her father whispered a desperate plea. Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in.
Hey, listen. Not every girl. No, not every girl wants to be chained down. You know. That's a little much.
One day that wall is gonna fall.
Okay, come on.
Gonna build that city on a hill. Gonna build that city on a hill.
Now we just got you to worry about. Thank you for for the bit, Sharky!
Someday those tears are gonna spill. So
The song is beautiful, though.
that won't
Why'd you stop? Why'd you stop?
She did as she was told, and deep down underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand.
Why did everything get sinister? This is a useful thing if I remember to use it.
The next day, the door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for air, and she saw the calamity all around her.
Oh, wait, we won. We won!
When the kid wakes up, his world's still in pieces, just the way he left it.
Alright, let me look. We're just not the word. I had to watch 3 TikTok ads to get you this nickel. Thank you. The news helping keeping any stress down. Well, I'm glad. Because 415 looks better than 414, but what about 420? Because you're fighting 3 of yourself? Is that what it was? Hey, you okay?
Oh, his manners ain't so bad.
That's a no. That's a no, and we're not going back to that pot. Alright, did we get a level up? No. Okay. I'm gonna go with flamethrower. No, I'm gonna go with dueling pistols and a hammer.
A pair of slinger pistols is just the ticket if a hammer's too slow.
Does he have, like, narration for all the
Spotted
combinations?
a pecker carrying a shard to Mount Zand.
Alright, where are we going? That's proving ground. Mount Zand. It is held inside the remains of a holy mountain once filled with flora and fauna. Alright, let's see.
Can't rightly call Mount Zand a mountain anymore. There's no more mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go. We only found that little lair because they found themselves a little shard. It's a delicate situation.
Yeah, I'd like to get away from these
Creatures
things.
of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own.
Come on. Ole! Okay, we need to get rid of you first. Okay. Had this game forever and never really tried to play it yet. Yeah, it's pretty good. It is pretty good.
They even dragged their children into this.
Stay put. I thought that would make you stay put. Okay, come on. Bad weapons for this. I should have stuck with Old Faithful. Ah! No! No! This is annoying. If we fall down, I'm switching weapons. Finally.
Without a doubt, the situation stinks.
You're telling me. Oh, that was annoying. Okay, that was annoying because of weapon choice, and we didn't get anything out of it.
The best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I don't think we need to deal with this, so we're going.
There's only one kind of mercy left these days.
Ah, we got a cannon. We have a cannon now. Portable cannon of some kind. We're probably gonna need the galleon mortar for what we're going to have coming up, but at least we can do the machete.
What the city left behind, those beasts took for themselves.
We're okay. Where are we going? Now that we're okay.
It takes a lot of convincing, and our mortars have to do the talking.
Okay. I understand how this works now.
Look at it this way. It's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our Bastion is everybody's game, not
Sure.
just ours.
Sure it is. And we're gonna find out we're all racist. And that's why all this happened.
Unfortunately, there's no explaining that to a simple beast.
Ouch! Ouch!
Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the place.
No. Adobe Premiere crash? Oh no! Oh no, does it autosave?
They've rounded up their survivors, just like we have.
You can hear me button mashing. Now stop stinking up the place, I can't see.
They've
So
been searching for cores and shards, just like we have.
It's so smelly, I can't see. I just did a bunch of editing before autosave would kick. Oh no. I like to think of that as an opportunity.
Maybe they've thought about turning back, just like we have. We just really need their shard.
We just really need their stuff. Okay.
Kid got it fair and square. You don't need to keep tangling with all those things.
Except we kind of do. Let me out.
He's done what's best for him, don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Man likes to faceplant a lot. That's how he gets anywhere.
We'll all be better off once the Bastion is complete.
Right, so I think this might be the last one. First we gotta check out that, fine gramophone.
Fix that thing right up, didn't we? Made these goings-on a little livelier.
Of course she'd like it. She's a musician.
Suppose it's true a little song can put things in perspective.
Oh! Oh, hey! It's a sound test. Nice! Because the music is fantastic, so...
The monument's getting better. Zol sure did a number on it, though.
Alright, so we only have the shrine left, so... Or no, we have the shrine in the forge. Or the fountain. Yeah, the forge.
Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
Army carbine. This is for Fang Repeater. Alright, let's see what we have for upgrades. Pike Vault. Engine Bullet Turret Surprise. For whose craft concern him more than the safety of others. Oh dear. For the pike, this is for the musket. Here, let's grab this. Something fancy. Or a machete. This is for the bow. These are mementos. That's for the hammer. Something wrong. We still have one more. I can do anything. You saw the Jevel thing, right? Something heavy. All right. Let's start with upgrading the weapons that we use the most.
War machetes are so quick, you gotta keep a good grip on them.
This is for the musket. This is extra damage.
The marshals learn to pack those shells full of fire.
What does this one do? Fuel generation?
At least it won't get cold around here with that thing around.
Flames cause lasting burn.
On the inside, a fire bellows ain't nothing like its more popular air-spitting cousin.
Okay, so we're actually going to try using the scrap musket and the fire bellows.
Ever see a kid with a musket and a fire bellows? Bit of a disturbing sight.
Something wrong. The runic gun, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I suppose that would be an accurate descriptor.
Just a couple shards left. The quarry's gotta have one, right?
Alright, once there were many such treasures in this key source of Ceylandia's wealth.
Imagine everything you need to build a city like Ceylandia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes burstone quarry.
Alright.
The Ura tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity.
Oh, so we got Ura
We
again.
bought the whole place from the Ura on the cheap. Same goes for its natives, Rattletails.
I feel as if we're gonna get another weapon.
Why would the Ura put up with those pests? Rattletails ain't the worst of it either. But more about that in a little bit.
Out. Off with you.
The quarry came with a lifetime supply of windbags. Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nested in those rocks.
Oh, lovely. We get a bunch of tiny ones now.
But there was even more to it than that.
Woof. What you doing? What?
Rattletails filled the place with holes.
Yeah, no kidding.
Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones remember things.
Oh, so the rocks can talk now. What is this, Steven Universe? It was friendly. I don't care if it was friendly. I care a little bit. Sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm panicked.
They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in.
Oh, well, that's one way to get over the gap. Oh, they're friendly. Okay, that one's friendly.
No wonder all those beasts were drawn to the quarry. The rocks were calling them.
Burn the butt! Burn the butt! And the goofy Western music, of course, starts up.
Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem.
Okay, now everybody's dropping bombs on us.
Rattletails kept tunneling in to snack on windbags. Without those windbags, the quarry might not have its special qualities.
Wow! Stop falling off the world. That's rude.
Even stink eyes started taking root in here.
Alright, so you guys are friendly.
Now, why would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? The Ura always were a superstitious lot.
Does it have something to do with the boss? Whatever made them give it up is probably what we're gonna be fighting!
Might be the gods told him the quarry's bad news.
Okay.
In In any case, it's fair to say the quarry was a godsend.
Yeah, no kidding. Really lovely. Quite lovely place you have here. All full of death. Oh hey, we got a bow upgrade. For the bow that I'm not using. There we go.
Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen. The largest ones, you know as cores. A single core could keep the lights on in an entire city district.
Okay. That's how it's gonna be. Go. Is it this button we need to push? No. That gets us here. So, if we push this button... Oh, these go away.
The smaller ones, we call them shards.
Okay, get rid of that. We're doing okay.
A shard's got a fraction of a core's power, enough to fuel a voyage to the motherland.
The motherland, huh? The motherland. Oh, that has longer range than I think it does. Ha ha.
Well, now the quarry's all dried up. These rocks are much too young to be of use.
I killed you through a rock.
Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry?
Oh!
That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin, Sir Lunky. Massive things stomp many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him.
Oh, and it doesn't work on...
Get stubborn old Lunky to leave the quarry alone.
Oh, okay, that was easier than I was expecting.
Then the kid hears a voice calling him down the hall. Are you alright? It says.
Let's get rid of this dude first. The cinders. Alright, who wants to know? We're alright, who wants to... Who wants to know? Haha, I killed you through a rock, yeah. Oh, this way.
It's him.
Oh.
I've come to warn you, he says.
Didn't we get surrender the last time we tried to talk to you? Fractured monument. Ask Self why he left the Bastion. What happened back there?
The Bastion is under siege. Let it fall. You should not go back.
What? You gotta need to explain that, dude. You're gonna have to explain yourself.
Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred.
Yeah, I'm not working on that little information, buddy pal.
If that's the way it is, he says, then I won't stop you. as my countrymen will.
Oh. This is gonna get bad, isn't it? Zulf discovered the origin of the calamity after ciphering the journal.
Say what you will about Zulf, but he's a man of his word. His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries. Too bad for that.
The mercy. Vanquished creatures touched by the calamity.
Zulf showed him the way here, and here they came
I
to take revenge.
I think they're a little bit pissed off at us. Just the slightest bit.
No way out of this. Not without a fight.
I think we may have an entire race
They
of
got
people.
inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kids gotta go in through the back.
Yeah, I think an
I
entire...
should have told him sooner about all this. To make matters worse, seems the Ura took the girl.
So Zia's gone. They aren't attacking you unless you attack first? Well, let's test it.
Unfortunately, they broke in, and they started digging their hole. Something wrong sprung out of those holes, and it's eating away at this place. We tried to stop them, but we needed help.
This is the statue.
Our little squirt, you don't make it.
No, my baby! My baby! I can't aim very well.
Somehow, some way, he sends those Ura packing. Problem is, it didn't matter. Zulf's plan worked. We find each other as the dust settles. Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back. For the calamity. It was Caelandia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired, didn't it? If only Zulf knew the whole story.
So we caused the calamity to wipe out an entire race of people. And they're understandably quite mad about it. Where is Zia?
What were we to think? They must have got her, taken her back to her rightful home. The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started.
What do you mean? The answer is not wiping out all the rest of the people!
Keep your chin up, kid, I tell him.
I don't know what you're expecting.
Seems the gods recommended this place to all their friends. Now all we need is one last shard.
Okay, what do we get? build the Bastion.
The sanctuary. If we can build, we can rebuild.
And defeat 20 foes with continuous.
The cinders kept the city good and warm, made it thrive.
And what else did we get? The Mercy.
The mercy. The windbags ain't the only beast that drew a bad lot.
Calamity was more merciful to some beasts than others. Those others deserve mercy of their own.
I've asked a lot of the kid, but this is something he's done on his own.
I'm sorry, what are we doing? That's for the carbine, that's for the war machete. Reduce penalty
To master the musket, you gotta get rid of the recoil.
Okay. Which fight and mercy are not polar opposites. Oy.
The Ura swooped down from the east. At least now we know the way.
Urzendra Gate. Zulf's agents must also want the final shard, knowing it is key to undoing the harm they caused. What is happening here? The Bastion symbolizes Caelondia, which they now know brought the calamity upon them.
One last shard. It's all we need to put this mess behind us. And mother, what a mess it is. A mess like that could have only been made by hand.
Day 1 morning.
Zolf said the calamity failed, and he's right. The Ura stand as living proof of that.
Okay. What? Oh gosh. I feel as if we may have caused a problem. Just a small problem. Where are we? Day 2 after
The heart of the calamity was a simple idea. We never wanted to go to war again. Wanted to rule it out. Against that problem. Scientists, soldiers, spies, even me.
Look, get me out. You have a feeling?
We sought solutions far beyond the city. We traveled near as far as the kids are going right now.
Powerful, but not resilient. Okay. Well, I know we're gonna have to choose between something, because when I was looking up how much we had left by, like, looking up Let's Plays, the titles mentioned a choice at the end.
Most of our efforts didn't bear fruit.
And this did? Buddy, I wouldn't call this a success! Buddy, chum pal!
Then there was a breakthrough, but it didn't come from one of our people.
No, not now, Tumblr. Not now, Tumblr. No, Pinterest in that case. Do they just keep respawning?
It came from an Ura, a brilliant young scientist named Ven. Ven worked for the Mancers, the sharpest knives in the city's drawer.
Then worked for the Mancers. Kind of like the elite secret police. Ow! That's not fair. Why? How can you teleport?
With his help, the Mancers devised a way to seal the Ura tunnels shut in a flash. Just like that, every last Ura living in the Tassel terminals will be gone.
Hey! Why didn't you kill me already? That's weird. Oh. We woke up just in time.
This discovery was never to be used, they said, except as a last resort.
Why would the want the tunnels shut? Is what I'm confused about. I don't get that part.
But Ven didn't like being manipulated. He had plans of his own.
Alright, what'd he do? Oh, it's snowing now. Day 6 after.
Sabotage the Mancer's little science project. Set it to blow up in their faces.
Then why did he pitch it in the first place?
Imagine how Ven must have felt when they finally made him pull that trigger. But remember, the Bastion can fix everything. We just need that shard.
You sure? You sure it can fix everything? Are you sure? I think there's been a little too much damage done in metaphorical ways.
Too bad the Ura ain't exactly been willing to collaborate on that front.
Go! Cook up! Cook up!
For now, Kid had little choice but to pick up where the Calamity left off. First things first, though. There's someone we figured needed rescuing. Zia.
Your escape with the final shard, knowing the Bastion will never recover without it.
The Ura fell back, no doubt planning the next move, but we knew ours already.
there a mailbox when I never get mail? You have nothing to say? We can't put the shard in? If this is gonna be it, then, may as well go with the faithful. Didn't get the shard, they ran with it. Oh, okay.
Points just don't get any sharper than that.
Alright.
There's something we had to do before going after that last shard.
Zoltan's Hollow. The Earl launched their assault on the Bastion from this outpost. Zia must be here. Yeah, I'm having trouble little following it. Accelerated work on a secret weapon.
Well, now it's personal, ain't it? It's personal for him, and it's personal for me.
Calamity Cannon.
He gets his hands on the care package I sent him. It's a little something I've been fixing up in my spare time.
Calamity Cannon. Ooh. That's a big gun! Oh, it's damaged.
Dara found a way to keep the calamity from spreading through Sultan's Hollow.
Oh, big gun, yeah.
They got their own security and everything. Pretty fancy.
Gotta be careful not to hit myself with it.
They've got these conductors that are all what's keeping the place together. Break enough of those things and the calamity rocks slink back into the ground.
It's hard to aim.
It's not the time to get reckless.
You're right. Okay. Alright, hey, money! Whee. I need to be far enough away from this thing.
Those rocks are like tumors, the same kind the Ura planted in the Bastion.
So the calamity is because these rocks shot up?
Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now.
Another arsenal.
They even sick their little rattletail pets on the kid.
Just letting me lock on? +2 max. Oh, we leveled up.
rodents are just a bump in the road.
Okay. Hey, money! Money raining from the sky! And everything's terrible. There we go. Okay, get. Move. There we go.
By now, every Ura from here to the terminals must know he's in town. Kid returns their greeting tenfold.
Everything is bad and awful, and I don't like it.
Most of the Ura's conductors are squared away in the middle of the hollow. They're easy targets.
If they can stop with all these eyeballs, I get enough eyeballs in Terraria.
Those calamity rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside.
Paul taking a melee weapon, jeez. Come on. There we go. Stop spawning.
The Ura keep hanging on to that barricade. After all, their homeland's not much farther.
Okay. Get out, out. Ugh. This is bad.
Some of them are downright bewildered by what's happening.
This is bad. This is bad.
Maybe they know they've lost this. Lost to a kid.
The country. Keep mixing up my buttons. There we go.
They underestimated us. Had us pegged all wrong.
Nope, no more lasers. No more lasers.
Yes, our people caused the calamity, but here we are trying to fix it.
bridge, the thing in the middle is spawning them. Okay. I keep forgetting this thing hurts you.
Shame the opportunity for civilized discourse is over.
Ugh, there is no such thing as civilized discourse. I should know. I'm from Tumblr. Aim!
Suppose old Zolf should have got to know us better. Maybe I should have trusted him. Told him everything I knew.
Or maybe this would have happened regardless. I don't know. All I know is all of you broke everything.
Zolf, the Hura, they have every reason to be angry.
Yes, they do.
Beyond angry.
At least they're giving us lots of healing. Something wrong.
But when this is all over, it'll all be water under the bridge.
Sure.
As the hour grows desperate, the Hura bring out their big guns.
Sure, water under the
And for
bridge.
them, our guns are bigger still.
Water under the bridge. We only tried to kill their entire race.
There's nothing standing in his way no more.
Clearly, that is water under the bridge.
He sees the Tazzle terminals loom large on the horizon.
Child's drawing.
All those dreams snuffed out in the calamity. We'll bring them back.
I have a feeling I'll understand this plot more once I read the TV tropes page.
Way out there on the edge of the world, that's where he finally finds you. But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time. Ain't nothing for this gal to sing about now.
Child's drawing, a crude but heartfelt illustration. It is inscribed in chalk on a stone surface. Unlike most of the Earth civilization, it survived the calamity more or less intact.
Zia, you weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people. You had to see if everything Zolf wrote to you was true.
Does this belong to you?
Sure you didn't drop that twangy thing on purpose? Just to see if he'd go after you?
The calamity took everything from the Ura, didn't it? Besides their will to fight.
They lost everything, didn't they? But they just keep on fighting like that's gonna bring it all back.
What else are they going to do?
I don't need to see what happened to the Ura. I'm trying to undo it, remember? If there's anything that blade can't split open, a cannon ought to do it.
Okay.
The country, she's all to pieces now, but still looking good.
Okay. From trials and tribulations, gain enough experience to reach level 5.
The conscience, we haven't lost everything, long as we have that.
It took almost everything from everyone else. Whew. Answer missile. What does that remind us of? Experimental ordnance breaks into a cluster of explosives on impact. We have so much money. Yes, I can do anything, yeah. We're gonna actually equip the leech aid.
Part of the rippling walls floated by, so I caught the kid's old knapsack.
Oh, this will take us to another enemy rush. I'm not interested in doing that right now.
Leech aid's so sour, it'll perk you right up when you're feeling low.
Okay. Forge. Something wrong. A flake of unusual rock unseen prior to the calamity. It writhes at the slightest touch, yet feels like bone, only heavier.
First step to learning the calamity cannon is knowing about the machinery overrides.
Charge up speed.
Now, who would have taught a kid to do a thing like that?
Speed configuration.
Good thing I didn't throw away the manual.
Okay, something foul does fuel generation, flames cripple foes.
Without an insulated air intake, that thing's liable to blow up on you.
Okay. Okay. Oh, well, we got another thing. Okay, come on. Spend...
The city, its riches, nothing but fragments now.
Alright. Where are we headed?
Once the kid gets that last shard from Zulf, it'll all be over.
Dissing us no matter what we do, really. The Tazzle Terminal, Zulf detected. He bides his time within the remains of the Ura's massive underground sprawl.
The Tazzle terminals, all that's left of the Ura civilization, and the last stop on his little journey.
Once you enter this area, there is no turning back. Are you ready? Are we ready? Yeah, I think we're good with what we have. It's been working out so far. Ugh. Ugh. It's got that final area flavor. Ready as I'll ever be.
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away. But he'll be all right. just needs to get that shard from Zolf and come on home.
The Calamity Cannon seems like a those who fight monsters scenario. True. Probably fair. Those who fight monsters get a big freaking gun.
The Calamity hit the Tazzle terminals hardest of all. You know why Zolf went back there. All his old friends and family were there. Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting.
Ugh. Those who fight monsters get a big freaking gun. Oh yeah, ouch.
You know what's funny? Well,
What's funny? What's funny? What's funny, man?
all of us are waiting for a kid.
Those who fight monsters often become. I know what you meant. I just. Oh, they can poison us now?
Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right?
I need to remember to lock onto anything. What stories you got to tell, buddy? Racist son of a gun?
But Zia, there's another reason I've been telling you all this.
So you've been talking to Zia this whole
There's
time.
something I want you to understand.
They're talking about us in past.
When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete.
Bashing what? Bastion
This
won't.
disease the Earth planet here will go away.
Come on. Whoop. Eat him.
What happens to Zolf will no longer matter.
I'm feeling it matters quite a bit. These are lives of presumably people? Whoa. Where are we going?
Zealandia will be whole again.
Yeah, and what about this place?
Everything will be back to normal. Everyone will be all right.
Everyone? Are you sure? Are you sure everyone is?
Problem is, we'll all be gone. gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop.
What?
Things will go back to the way they used to be. That's the power of the Bastion. This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity. The way things were before this story.
You lost me there. You lost me there, buddy. Also, hopscotch.
You'd be your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way.
So we're gonna reverse time? Is that what we're saying is gonna happen here? Are we gonna like reverse time so everything is how it was before all this started? That's what I'm gathering here. I'd be more invested if I understood what was going on. No one gives me straight answers.
All of life's little setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at them.
What?
You follow me? No mistakes.
The world's falling down around us.
Anyone you've ever heard. Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Wouldn't you agree? Well, I guess there's nothing more to say.
Pass this up. Ratiga. Ratigas. Ratusat. Ratigas. Engage.
This is a run situation.
Pass it. Ratiga. Marasim. Ratigas. Ah. Marasim. Ah. Ratiga. Ratigas.
Who am I kidding?
Now the video won't render for some reason, Sharky? I don't know what to tell you there, Google. Where are we going?
Look. There's something else. A confession.
Yes?
How come I know so much about the Bastion?
Yeah. Worth it. You've seen it all before, haven't you?
Well, I designed the place, but that's beside the point.
I need to stop falling off of things. I said I need to stop falling off of things.
There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time.
Yes?
Can't test it.
You can't test it, and...
So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing?
That is a thing.
The answer is... I don't know.
Leo's father Ven documented work for Castellandi's Mansers in a Hagman journal.
You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's alright. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us.
I see. I see where this is going.
Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around.
I see where this is going.
The weight of the calamity. It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go.
Okay. We it's I can't be the only one who realizes the joke here.
Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking.
Please tell me that I'm not the only one who gets the joke. Also, we are slow. We are slow. There we go. Yep. They gave us a literal battering ram. It's a ram head. It's a ram head. It's a literal battering ram.
If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores, and we'd take off away from here.
I'm not sure, he kind of lost me a little bit ago, not gonna lie. I know this has something to do with time shenanigans. Like resetting the world, and then you can't be sure if you reset the world that the same events won't play out again, if it's like destiny or fate. So I think we're gonna have to... Way to ram the show. Oh. As for the RAM, I don't know what is with this. Except that we have a battering ram now.
Of course, that would mean no going back. Ever. But then again, that way all of us could leave the city. Together.
Enable a mass evacuation of Zealandia's people.
You know Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you?
So we're gonna have a choice to either, like, set things back to where they were before, or, destroy the Bastion and, evacuate, I think, is what's gonna happen here.
Zolf and the Ura, all they want now is to see the Bastion fall.
One shot, much, yeah. No kidding. I can't tell where we're going. Also, apparently this... Oh, this music.
Zolf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Zealandia.
Ouch. I don't know if you'd call this peace.
He can't have imagined the city would try to wipe the Ura out.
Okay. God, the music.
Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency though, has he?
Well,
He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid.
he did warn us. Listen, our brains weren't supposed to immediately go to hostile takeover. Oh my god, I'm so slow. I'm so slow. Right, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where did you go? I'm coming slowly. Down and right. Okay, thanks.
For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter.
Oh, we can block with it!
It ain't a simple matter of pride either.
Good, bad, I'm the guy with the battering ram!
One thing's for sure. Lyra can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home.
What? 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 Wait! Wait! Hold on! Hold on! Did... his people just kind of... Abandon Zolf's body and press forward with the battering ram. Zolf's situation is hopeless and a distraction. His plan to avenge the Ura only brought more suffering. All that matters is the safe return of the shard. Abandon the battering ram and pick up Zolf's body instead. Zolf is badly injured but breathing. It appears his countrymen turned on him as their situation grew desperate. He nearly destroyed the Bastion, and yet... Well, what do you guys think? Taking Zolf looks like hard mode, but maybe the compassionate thing to do. I don't know if I want to turn back time. The dude was at least trying to help him, and if you don't take him, he'll just lie there and die. I don't really think I wanted to turn back time, though. The past happens for a reason, and these guys, if they were racist jerks in the past, things are probably going to turn out about the same way. Like, there's nothing we can really do to change the past if no one remembers it. There's all this stuff about learning from history. He has no home with them anymore. They attacked him. He was a radical, but... maybe showing compassion to him might lead to better things in the future.
I can see it now. The kid in one corner, and Zolf in the other. Ain't much of a fight.
Problem is, I don't know where we're going. Also, we're even slower walking with him than with the battering ram.
Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright. You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you?
I set my sail, fly, the wind it will take me back to my home, sweet to making way for me. I'm coming home, sweet home. I see your star, you left it burning for me. Mother, I'm here. Eyes open wide, feel your heart and its glow.
Kid's probably dealt with Zolf by now.
I'm welcome home.
He reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days?
The Fey the Bastion out of his hands.
Hey, kid. Get up, kid.
Oh no.
Come on, that ain't funny. I said get up. That's more like it.
I thought we'd die.
Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk.
Where are you guys?
Can't believe you brought him back again. Bet you had to do more than say please this time.
Yeah, we had to carry him through a big old bunch of people shooting at us. And we gave up a battering ram.
The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see.
Ripped out from underground and cast toward the
Welcome
stars.
to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Hey, kid. You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you. Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore.
Never learned the whole truth, did he?
Zolf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it.
You made it.
Do you think this is going to work? What do you think I should do?
So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes.
If you could go anywhere you wanted, where would you go?
If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world. Zolf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed. When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up. Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before. Ready to get this over with?
Just go with your gut. You'll do the right thing.
Initiate the Bastion's restoration protocol. This process will restore to a previous world state and is irreversible. Use only as directed. Initiate the Bastion's evacuation protocol. This process will cause irreversible damage to the core receptacles, disabling the restoration protocol. I already made my choice.
Oh, mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now. You could have undone the calamity itself. But instead, you want to stay in a world like this. I gotta admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea of carrying on with you here. We can't go back no more, but I suppose we could go wherever we please. And if anyone's left out there, I sure would like to see the look on their faces when we dock this thing right on that doorstep. Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say?
I set myself, fly, the wind will take me back to my home, sweet home. Lie on my back, clouds are making way for me. I'm coming home, sweet home. Feel that rest building some place. We'll be there before too long.
My baby! It's still here! One day that wall is gonna fall. Build that wall up to the sky. Gonna build that wall up to the sky. One day your bird is gonna fly. Build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there before too long. Sorry, I had to. It's such a good song. Honestly, such a good game, too. Like, it was short, but it managed to do a lot in a short period of time. The story sort of started losing me near the end, but that might be because I'm more of a visual learner. So, like, hearing everything and not reading it can sometimes break my brain a little bit. However, they did manage to do a lot with a short time and like relatively simple mechanics, and I can see a lot of like play styles that can be made out of this. Experienced when I went to MagFest was hearing that ending song. I actually first got interested in this game when when that song actually came up on a Spotify playlist. So, I was, so I'd heard it before. It's much better in context, I will say that. The music is so good. Just all around, the music is so good. Like, full stop. And everything about this game is really, really well done. It's not like a super huge standout to me, but it's still a very good game. I just call it like a solid like 7 or 7.5 out of 10. Sort of on your bucket list. I hope to go to a convention someday too. And I am glad I got it, and I can see some replayability and trying to do like the enemy rushes and all that. Man, I would love to go to a convention someday and be able to, you know, just take part in all that, maybe get to meet some of the YouTubers who've inspired me, try out some cool games, watch some cool panels, you know. I probably wouldn't cosplay myself, but, I like seeing the cosplays people do. High performance rotation. Do you like live video game music? Literally everywhere, and or giant arcade, and or lots of cosplaying. Yes. Backpack seized. Thank you for playing! New Game Plus unlocked! Begin the journey with all your weapons and XP. New idols. Bastion structures buildable in any order. Use the shrine for the toughest challenge. Okay. And we also have a New Game Plus. We have and we have a score attack. All structures, spirits, and idols unlocked, plus repeatable areas and scoring systems. One of the best deals you can find as far as conventions. Yeah, that does sound amazing, though.